Psycho. Sophie Cunningham sums up $90,000 teammate with one word for her hype act ahead of playoffs. Sydney Colson brought her energy to Gainbridge Fieldhouse during the Indiana Fever's final regular season game of 2025. Sitting in the stands, she got the crowd fired up for both the matchup against the Minnesota Lynx and the Fever's upcoming postseason run. Her actions also drew a reaction from Sophie Cunningham. At one point, the arena's MC handed her the microphone. Colson wasted no time in getting the fans amped, practically losing her voice as she shouted, "Aye man, this is not a drill. For the rest of this quarter, for the entire playoffs, get your *** out your seats and cheer. All playoffs. Let's go, Fever." The Fever shared the clip on social media, and it didn't take long for reactions to pour in. Teammate Sophie Cunningham playfully called Colson a psycho in response to her antics, while fans embraced the moment. Sid is gonna side 9 at Acker.Speg wrote, "That's our side VEV at Oranje Slice 420 said. Ahahaha, we giving Sid the mic? At Hello Dwusley said. 011 side, you're so awesome, at Susan Elstolo wrote. I love her bad for, at Samantha Cavander said. Both Sophie Cunningham and Sydney Colson have been out for the season. While Cunningham suffered a torn MCL in mid-August, Colson, who is set to earn $90,000 this season, tore her left ACL in early August. The duo joins Caitlin Clark, Ari McDonald, and Chloe Bibby as Indiana's injured players who are set to miss the entire season. Despite being shorthanded, the Fever managed to defeat the Lynx 83-72. Kelsey Mitchell led the way with 18 points, helping Indiana finish with a 24-20 record, heading into the playoffs. Sophie Cunningham reveals opinion on Angel Reese Chicago Sky controversy. Angel Reese recently made headlines with comments that hinted at her uncertainty about staying with the Chicago Sky. She expressed frustration with the team's struggles and made it clear that her commitment to the franchise would depend on how much they improve their roster. I'd like to be here for my career, but things don't pan out, obviously. I might have to move in a different direction and do what's best for me. Reese said, "We have to get good players. We have to get great players. That's a non-negotiable for me." The Sky responded by penalizing her with a suspension for her detrimental comments. As a result, Reese was forced to sit out the first half of their matchup against the Las Vegas Aces. Sophie Cunningham was one of many voices to weigh in on the controversy. She criticized Reese's actions, emphasizing that players should never let their frustration harm the team's unity. "No, that's not great," Sophie Cunningham said. "There's some things that you can't say. I think one of my biggest things is I'm a very team-first person. I always put the team before my feelings, and I think that should be a standard. And so, you got to protect your locker room. You just can't be saying everything you're feeling because that just is not a good look." The Sky are already out of playoff contention, holding a 10-33 record, the second worst in the league. This marks their second straight year missing the postseason. For Reese, it is another season without playoff basketball since turning professional.